What's up, y'all? It's Saturday. I hope everybody out there is happy and healthy. So let's go ahead and get down. And the first thing I want to talk about is this situation that transpired with Deontay Wilder. Apparently, he was on a podcast. He told the guy before he came to the podcast not to ask him any questions about the fights that he had with Tyson Fury. And the interviewer elected not to honor Deontay's wishes, and he asked those questions anyway. And so the situation took a turn for the absolute worst. I mean, it didn't get really out of hand, but you saw signs that it could go to the 10th power. And so with the interviewer continuing to press Deontay with these questions, Deontay started to answer them, and he basically said that Tyson Fury cheated and he has proof. I want you guys to take a look and listen in regards to how this interview went down.
I wanted to move you on to Tyson Fury.
I don't want to talk about him.
No, but you're going to.
We're here about this.
No, but you're going to.
We're not going to talk about him. We're not going to talk about him at all. Understand that?
No, fair enough.
All right, then. So let's move on. It's all about Derek Chisora, and that's it.
I understand that. You've called him a cheat. and it leads me
the biggest in boxing.
That's like a little bit flaky. You lost those fights. And those fights were lost. It's kind of disappointing to me about you because
I know the truth. I have the facts.
Okay.
Understand that. I risk my life for you's entertainment to see.
No, absolutely.
So why I ain't never lied about none in this business. Why is it so hard to believe a black man than a white man? Understand me? Why is it so hard to believe a black man than a white man?
Why you don't believe it?
Why is it?
First and foremost, it's got nothing to do with color.
No, it does. This whole country got some. This whole world got something to do with race. You think your life has been like mine?
Listen,
come on, you got white privilege, brother.
Oh, don't start.
I ain't never had that.
Don't start.
I'm a black man with dark skin. Ain't nothing ever been given to me. We done been through so much. So much.
You wanted to move on, right?
Come on, man. And try to give you a little insight of what we go through as black people, man.
I got it.
You don't get it.
Well, okay.
None of y'all get it.
Where do you want me to go?
Y'all don't get it. That's the problem. You think you get what you don't understand.
Okay.
Why is it so hard? Man, let me get the out of here, bro. I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Talking about my peoples and all that shit. It's hard to believe a black man than a white man. Cheated. Tell him to sue me so I can show the facts early. Because when the documentary and everything, the story come out, I'm gonna show everything.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna get all the people that know and all the people that's in the inside. He got people that the inside of him that know. I don't about that. I said we didn't want to bring him up in the first place. It ain't got shit to do with him.
Fair enough.
The you talking about?
Yeah, man. You, man. I'm out too.
What happened there wasn't right.
You told you don't bring it up, but you
come on.
All right, so dude was really being antagonistic towards Deontay after Deontay had asked him prior to the show not to mention anything about Tyson Fury. He still did it anyway. Just goes to show he had a lack of respect for Deontay in the first place, not to honor his wishes. And he knew with those questions, he was going to get Deontay riled up. And truthfully speaking, he succeeded. Now, I'm going to tell you what really made my heart smile is the fact that the brother that was there stood in solidarity with Deontay. And when Deontay said he was out, my man stood up and said, I'm leaving too. He told you not to ask the question. That's what I'm talking about, standing in solidarity with your brother, right? Now, let me say this in regards to Tyson Fury, because I'm not going to sit here and disregard his skills. He can box. He's long-armed and he packs a punch. He's very skilled. I have to be honest. For a boxer that big, for a boxer that tall, Tyson Fury can box his ass off. And to be honest, when you step in the ring with Tyson, it's not too many people that can match up based off of his size. Now, let me say this. If the shoe was on the other foot, I believe the person that was interviewing Deontay would have respected Tyson Fury's wishes in regards to not asking him any questions pertaining to Deontay. Now, speaking of Tyson, he actually responded to what Deontay had to say. Check out this clip and I'll be back.
I'm just sat here thinking about all the stuff that Deontay Wilder's been saying recently. And even me, I got sort of dragged into posting stuff, video me knocking him out and whatever. I've just deleted that actually off my story because rather than retaliating and hate on somebody, this man really does have mental health issues, it's evident to see. And rather than just go back and forward with him and yada yada yada, saying he's deluded and all that, I'm just gonna pray for him and I'm gonna ask God to help him. He obviously needs the help, and yeah, I'm not getting involved in pettiness. The fights were won fair and square, and that's it. I'm going to pray for him, and I'm going to ask the Father to bring him back to the light, because this man is a lost soul, and I beg Jesus to return him to the kingdom. And although This man probably doesn't like me or whatever reason. Don't know why, because I made him a hell of a lot of money, tens of millions. Tough times can make people say and do crazy things. I know he's been having a tough time with his personal life and his family and stuff, so it's very difficult times for Deontay Wilder. Whatever he says, I take it with a pinch of salt. I know it's not personal. I hear he's a brother in Christ these days, and any brother in Christ is always welcome to come train at mine, whatever. If he needs to get away, needs to do some training, my door's always open. Even if the man don't like me or whatever, door's always open there for you. We shared some great fights over the years, and yeah, pray for him, 100%.
All right, so we heard what Tyson had to say. I knew that he was going to play the mental health thing as it pertains to Deontay Wilder. That was no surprise to me. But interestingly enough, Jack Reese, the referee who actually called the boxing match, he just recently sat down and tried to explain what went down with the count. Now, I can remember watching the first, was it the first or second fight? It was one of the fights. And I remember stating to my homeboys, I was like, damn, he's counting slow as hell, you know, as it pertains to the 10-second count, because Deontay had just knocked out Tyson and it seemed like it was a 20-second count. Now, what I want to do right here is turn your attention to Jack Reese explaining what went down, and then after that, there's another clip talking about that specific moment, and then I'll be back.
You're looking to the right.
To the timekeeper.
Okay.
Pick up the count. Where is Tyson Fury? Look at Tyson Fury's right leg.
Yeah, he looks like he's just like laying down, getting a 10.
Right, but look at his right leg.
Yeah, it's up. It's up.
It's up. If he was unconscious, that leg would have been flat down. There would have been no movement. So I knew he wasn't totally out. And then when I turned back and I recognized that, I didn't count, you know, out loud, because I thought he's probably out. I needed to walk to him, counting in my head. And as I was walking, I saw this too. He was like doing this with his gloves.
Really?
I don't know if he was twitching or he was just going, you know, and just like a normal reaction. But when I got around to him, and I was looking at him as I was getting down, he was like this. His eyes were like this. Mm-hmm. Can you see my eyes open?
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
And I saw him do this.
Oh.
He looked at me. He tracked me. He knew I was there. And when I got to 5, his eyes went like this, wide open. So I kept counting, and at 6, he rolled over and got up.
Dang.
And then I made him, you know, talk to me, tell me he was okay. Walk to the right or left. He had a big bounce in his step. He was controlling that 275 pounds. I let him go.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, I mean, just a constructive criticism, right? He did that walk after 10 seconds. So,
of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So it's not really 10 seconds. It's like...
No.
Okay.
You're misunderstanding what it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Every single knockdown count is over 10 seconds.
Okay.
The knockdown sequence is over 10 seconds.
That's
most normal ones take about 16 seconds if you make them walk. Okay?
Okay.
No part of his body other than the soles of his feet touching the canvas before you complete the count of 10. So look, if I'm going like this, 10, and I'm going 10, and he's up, even though I say 10, it's not over because he was up as I was saying 10.
Set my shut up, and there it was. Towering over his body on the ground, seeing that his eyes rolling in the back of his head and the position that his body laid like a murder scene, it was over.
He was out. He was completely out.
I don't think he's going to get up. I think it's all over.
Were you out?
Yeah. I had a dream before that fight, and I saw myself getting knocked down in it, and I saw myself getting back up.
It's not over till it's over. It's hard to beat somebody that doesn't want to quit.
6, 7.
He popped his eyes wide open.
Oh my goodness!
And all of a sudden, he comes to life.
Is he going to get up? he get up?
All right, so here are my thoughts on this. I do believe in that particular fight that the referee took his time counting. I believe if Deontay had switched places with Tyson Fury, the fight would have been over. And if I'm being honest, if I was the referee that actually called that particular boxing match, and I know that I did my job to the best of my ability and I didn't cut no corners, nobody paid me off to adjust everything or anything, I'm not coming out trying to justify anything. I'm not trying to come out and clear my name, because at the end of the day, I can sleep good at night knowing that I didn't cheat myself or rob myself of my self-respect and dignity by doing my job honestly. And then number two, I know that I didn't cheat for any of the participants that were involved. Now, Deontay has also been on record stating that Tyson Fury may have had something in his gloves. And so I'm thinking to myself, don't wait for the documentary, bro. Just go ahead and spit it out. What you know, you need to go ahead and say something about it. If you have factual information, go ahead and put it out there, because we don't have to wait for a documentary. I get that you want to make some money off a documentary, but if you know definitively, without a shadow of a doubt, that that man cheated, just go ahead and release the receipts. I mean, you got Tyson out here basically clowning you, talking about you got mental health issues and you got family issues, and I feel so sorry. It's almost like poor baby, you know, the way that Tyson responded to the situation. But at the end of the day, until you provide proof, I mean, a couple of those matches, bro, you just got beat up. But in closing, I'm gonna tell you one thing that I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna disregard Deontay's claims. I think it would be reckless, and I think that it would be remiss if I didn't say, well, this brother has a point in some regard. Based off of that 10-second count, that was definitely suspicious. So who am I to say that there's not other evidence that could be provided to show that Deontay is telling the truth? But anyway, let me go ahead and end this here. And don't forget to like, comment, share. And if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel. I'll get with you guys later. Have a beautiful Saturday.
Tough News TV. We out.